Yeah, right next to the building. I thought there was you had to be 50 feet away from the building, not leaning up against it.
That's a notification.
As a notification, I thought that was a state federal law. What's your name? What's your name? Yes, you do. Yes, sir, you do. Somehow, he found out where I lived because he came by my house, honking his horn, going up and down my road.
Welcome back to San Joaquin Audits. Today's video comes to you from Big G Audits. He recently went to the Justice Center building in Blunttville, Tennessee to submit a FOIA request and speak to a PIO about their Facebook page. He submitted the request but was informed that the PIO was on lunch, so he decided to film around the parking lot. While filming in the parking lot, Big G noticed that multiple state-owned vehicles had subpoenas laying in their passenger seats. He filmed the vehicles for a while, and he was just about to leave when he noticed Correctional Officer Brian Knipe smoking right outside of the building. Keep in mind there's a sign 10 feet behind him that says no smoking or vaping within 50 feet of the building.
Oh, you f***ing kidding me. It don't look like 40 feet to me. Look like a leaning up against the building to me. Yeah, right next to the building. I thought there was you had to be 50 feet away from the building, not leaning up against it.
That's a notification.
As a notification, I thought that was a state federal law in front of every federal and state building.
I don't know if that's true.
Oh, is? Well, we'll find out. What's your name, sir? What's your name and rank?
That number is 815-912.
Hey, 815-1912. What's your name? What's your name? Yes, you do. Yes, sir, you do.
Give you my badge number.
All right, well, we'll find out, bitch. F you, buddy. F you. F you. F you. Give me any lip. What? Good luck with that. I've already filmed it. I filmed it about 30 minutes ago.
Anybody that watches these videos regularly knows that you can film anything that you can see from a public eye. If you were able to sue anybody filming your vehicle, that means anytime you went to Target or Walmart in their parking lot, you could sue because they have cameras everywhere.
Good luck. Threaten to sue me. All right. Good luck with that, buddy. You're in the public eye. I can still film you, dumbass. Anything you can see from public, you can film. You're a stupid f***.
So this is probably the most disgusting abuse of power you're going to see today. After Knipe got off of his shift, I believe he illegally obtained information on Big G Audits' house and drove to his neighborhood causing a disturbance. Let's watch.
Today is the Friday, March 25th. It's about 2:48 p.m. Catch me up. What we're here for.
Okay, good deal. All right. So I was leaving. I'm a videographer.
Okay.
So as I was leaving, I was walking around the parking lot doing some videoing. And I looked back up and I saw, I don't know who he is because he wouldn't tell me who his name was. All he did was try to mumble his badge number to me. I'm not sure if he even got it right. But I saw him, he was literally leaning like right next to the jail door where you come out.
Out front here?
You know where the jail door is, and then there's that little wall. He was right in the corner, leaned up smoking. And so, I mean, you look right over next to him, there's a sign that says, you're supposed to be 50 feet away from the building to smoke, right? So I just film him. And he starts walking away from the building once he notices that I'm filming him. and makes a mark like, oh, I'm on my break. I think he just thought I was trying to film him loafing or something, which was not my intentions. I said, oh, it's nothing to do with your break. It's just the fact I thought you were supposed to be 50 feet away from any federal and state building to smoke. So we had a few words, and he yells across the parking lot right before he gets in his car, if you film me or put me anything on TV or whatever, I'll sue you. So, of course, being a videographer and standing up for my First Amendment rights and knowing what they are, I walked back to him, to his vehicle where he was actually sitting in at that time, and proceeded to film him in his vehicle. And then that really got him upset. He said, all right, you're catching yourself a lawsuit. And I told him, well, you know, you're in law enforcement. You should know that anything in the public view can be filmed. Whether you're in your car or not, if it's filmable from the public in the public eye, you can film it. I mean, that's just First Amendment right. And he got butthurt about it. So we had a couple more words, and I just leave it at that. I was just going to leave it at that. I walk off, go home, go to the grocery store, a couple places, go home.
Same day? Same
day. A couple hours later, as a matter of fact, maybe not even a couple hours.
What time were you up here Wednesday?
It was probably, I would say, probably about 2 or 3 or somewhere right in there, 3 o'clock or something.
2
or maybe 3 or 4. I mean, it was in the afternoon.
Okay.
Because I'm guessing he was just, as soon as his shift was over, he came by my house.
Where were you parked at?
Where was I parked at?
Yeah.
Up here in the first few spots, because I'm disabled, so I had one of the handicap, right up front. And see, I was like in this first row, I was in the second row, but when I pulled out, I turned this way because, well, I was just coming around the front because there was a gentleman I saw that looked like he needed a ride, and I ended up giving him a ride. So I came by him to ask him, hey, you need a ride?
Where was the officer parked at?
Like, this is the first row. He was parked in that second, on the other side, facing towards the building. And so as I came through here, he must have gotten my tag, or either he got my tag, or he got my name off the FOIA request, either one. But somehow, he found out where I lived because he came by my house, honking his horn, going up and down my road.
How do you know it was him?
It's on YouTube. Yeah.
What is your YouTube channel?
It's called Big G Audits. B-I-G-G Audits.
Well, I'll go talk with the chief, write this up, and go watch the video. Figure out who that officer is. I think they've said it's Officer Knipe.
Knipe.
We'll talk with him and get the gist of it.
And when I talked to somebody today, I think it was probably who referred you.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Probably the chief.
I think he said he was a chief.
Carswell.
Yes, that sounds right. Yeah. Very nice man. He said, that's just, if it's who, they're saying it is and everything, I said it's just totally out of his character. And hey, if he was having a bad day, I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. Everybody has bad days. And if I was the brunt of that bad day, I can accept that. I've done it myself.
Well,
and if he's willing to stand up and be a man and shake my hand and apologize to me on film, then we may be the only course that we have to take with this. But if he wants to be an asshole and say he didn't do nothing and I was just being a dick and all that, well, then we might have to pursue something else.
Well, that was going to be my questions. What are you...
I mean, I don't want to get the man fired. I don't want a man to lose his job over some stupid incident that happened in the middle of the day for smoking. I mean, seriously, I think I'm a better man than that. But he needs to know that what he did is not acceptable.
Well, like the chief said, that's very out of character.
Well, that's, and I'll take, and I will believe it, I'll take the benefit of the doubt until I'm proved wrong, so hey. But like I said, I mean, I don't want a man to lose his job or nothing over it. It's not about that. But
I think it would come
well, I mean, come on now. I mean, that's borderline stalking.
Well, I mean, I'm saying I don't think it would come to a termination offense.
Well, yeah, it might not, but
I mean, we've never had problems.
It could, but I'm just saying, we're just being hypotheticals. Like I said, I don't want it to even come close to that. I mean, I don't think a man should lose a job. Especially since the berating that I gave him, the berating, the verbal beating I gave him, yes, and when he was driving up down my hill, was probably good enough for me.
As you could probably tell by the lieutenant's demeanor, he didn't take this complaint too seriously. Oftentimes in these videos, we see departments investigating themselves and finding no wrongdoing. I also want to add that Big G Audits is an honorable man for just accepting a handshake and apology and pursuing no further action. But I don't think an apology is in this department's nature. As you're about to see, the punishment that Brian Knipe was given for smoking right outside of the building and stalking was only 3 days off. Let's watch.
I'm allotment to go to that you all can just skip on over if you don't want to hear me.
There you go.
All right.
So that's what you're up here for.
Okay.
This is a summary of what happened and what was done to him. And that's a copy of it. He's very humble and apologetic for his actions. He represented the sheriff's office in a bad way, so that's been dealt with and corrected.
Okay. Well, what about the privacy strikes and the stuff that he did to my YouTube channel after I came up here Friday?
That's not under any of my...
Okay. Well, has the district attorney been made aware of this?
Yes, he will be.
Oh, okay. Well, if he's not, then I'm going to go talk to him about it myself.
That's fine.
Okay. All right. Well, if that's it, then I guess that's it. Have a nice day.
You too.
Well, guys, looks like they're not going to really do shit about it. Gave him 3 days off, and that's not good enough for me. So I will be pursuing this further. You guys see this? That's all he's going to say to me. That's all they're going to... Chief, or Sheriff, the Sheriff's not even going to come and even give me a response and talk to me himself? All right, then. All right. Okay, guys. Well, like I said, here you go. Here it is. 3 days off with pay and training.
And with that update, that's going to conclude today's video. Because this department couldn't hold themselves accountable, Big G Audits will be pursuing further legal action. So you guys be sure to go subscribe to his channel so you don't miss any updates that come out in the near future. I also want to thank Big G Audits for taking the time to personally email me at policeclip6@gmail.com. Some of you don't know, when I'm not out filming cops myself, I'm actually talking to a lot of channels, hearing their backstories on why they got started, and trying to help them out as much as I can. I'm also responding to a lot of comments, so I apologize if I miss you. I do not do that intentionally, but if you have a video you'd like me to share or you'd like me to shout out your channel, please feel free to email me at policeclip6@gmail.com. As always, if you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and click the bell so you don't miss out on future notifications. Thank you all for tuning in. This is San Joaquin Audits. I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.